Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm Alessandra Haddad. I'm plastic surgeon from São Paulo, Brazil. And it's a huge pleasure that we accepted the invitation of Dr. Sebastian Garçon to chair this last webinar of Incas. Last but not least, because it's such an important subject that I try to bring to you the best authorities in terms of buttocks augmentation with non-invasive procedures. So it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Luciana Lorenzo, Dr. Juliana Sarubi, and Dr. Andrea Fogaça, three of them from Brazil, and you are going soon to understand why I chose these three wonderful dermatologists from Brazil and why Brazil is in such a good position in terms of buttocks augmentation. So it's my pleasure to introduce Luciana Lorenzo, that is a dermatologist from São Paulo. She's also PhD, and she recently this year published the technique, LLL technique with hyaluronic acid for buttocks augmentation. What is the technique that she's going to share with us today. So Dr. Luciana is with you, and thank you for accepting this invitation at this time of the year that I know is very rushy in your office. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure for me to be here and share my experience with you in buttocks augmentation with hyaluronic acid. I am a dermatologist from São Paulo, Brazil. And the buttocks have always been a symbol of beauty, sensuality, and attraction. And it's very important for self-esteem and quality of life. In recent years, the demand for procedures to increase the buttocks has grown exponentially, mainly in Brazil, even among men. With aging, the total thickness of subcutaneous tissue increases. Nevertheless, we have an increase in deep fat, but a reduction of superficial compartment. And it's very important to respect the difference in male and female anatomy. The anatomical structure of fat tissue in women tends to be larger, generally more rounded. In men, the musculature is bigger, longer. The buttock has a different design, more elongated. Yes, and about hyaluronic acid. This product has been used as a facial filler for men for more than 20 years. It's a biocompatible, absorbable, considered a very safe filler. What is the ideal body hyaluronic acid? Body needs to be a high cohesive gel that combines smoothness with lift capacity. With large surgical particles, bring durable outcomes and an immediate feeling. It's very important. I think that it's the more important thing is the large surge particles. Until last year, we had 31 articles about body hyaluronic acid. The first hyaluronic acid used for buttock enhancement was macrolane. The technique described used large volumes in deep planes. In the last year, we published an article about buttock augmentation technique with hyaluronic acid, the double L body contour technique. We describe a technique for male and female glute augmentation with a specific marking, with a safe plan, special product, small quantity of product, and with 10 months of follow-up. Yes, the body hyaluronic acid used was highest G prime with large charge particles and large amount of product in syringe. It's very important for us, the size of particles and the G prime. And this product is special because this product have particles of different sizes and it's promote better product with good viscoelasticity. And it is very important in subcutaneous applications. And to choose the exact point for the injection, we used the topographic anatomy concepts. And it's very important in this technique, the supragluteal faucets and a specific bone marking, the greater trochanter. And this technique, these 2 points are very important, the supragluteal faucets and the greater trochanter in female. In male, I need one more, the infragluteal fold. And this movement is very important to feel the greater trochanter. It's very interesting. And first, the female buttock. Yes, in females, the authors drew an L formed with 2 lines, one starting at the greater trochanter and the other from the supragluteal faucets. The application is in subcutaneous tissue, in fan technique, 10 arms, 1 ml per arm. In this case, the product will be more limited in the upper region of the buttocks, increasing but emphasizing its projection. Yes, summarizing, in female, I used local anesthesia, and after application with subcutaneous tissue, 8 millimeters with fan technique, 1 ml per fan arm. I used cannula, 18 gauge, 1 session, 10 ml per side, 20 ml per session. But it's very important, 8 millimeters with fan technique. And now, double L. And male is different. In male, the marking, I used the NL. Initially, NL, the same, but I used the infragluteal fold because in men, it's very important, emphasizing the muscle. The buttocks is more elongated in men. Summarizing, local anesthesia, I used cannula, 18 gauge, in fan technique, 8 millimeters from the surface, 1 session, 1 ml per fan arm, and 10 ml per side, and 20 ml per session. Almost the same. It's very important to avoid the risk triangle area. And the plane of injection was around 8 millimeters from the cutaneous surface, where there are no large blood vessels. This plane allows an anatomy safety and better use of the product. The plane was chosen through cutaneous ultrasound. It's possible to see in this slide. Here, immediate result. Immediate result is very nice, but the best result is after 1 month. 1 month is the best result. And here, 10 months of follow-up is very nice result, 10 months after. Here with 3D picture, and it's possible to see in yellow the volume, the increase in the volume. Here in quantifier machine, it's possible to see the increase in the volume after 10 months of a follow-up. Here, another case in men. I think the man, the result is very interesting. I think that the muscle is it's better, it's more important in men. And in case of men, it's very, very nice. Here, after 10 months, another good result in the volume. In women, the projection is very nice. In another case, after that 10 months, it's possible to see the infragluteal fold, increasing infragluteal fold in this picture. Here, the projection is very nice. Here, after 10 months. It's good result with only 20 milliliters, only one session. The plane is very important for this, and the product is very important with large size particles. My take-home messages. The double body contour technique, double L body contour technique for gluteal augmentation is a minimally invasive technique with hyaluronic acid, with quick result, without major risks and downtime, respects the female and male anatomy, brings satisfaction to patients with improvement in their self-esteem and quality of life. The technique limitations are the hyaluronic acid isn't permanent. I like this. No autologous product. The case with surgical indication do not benefit from it. I believe this. The body is the new face. Thank you for attending this session. It's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you, Alessandra.
So thank you, Luciana, for this amazing presentation, amazing results. And I'm quite sure that you believe the body is the new face because you're the CAO of the Body on Top the Congress. That is one of our major congress in Brazil and is focused on body. So I know that you truly believe in this, and not only you believe that, but also you study and you publish. What is as important as believing is turning this into science, into something that is reproducible to us. I'm sure that over the 1,000 participants that we are going to have a lot of questions for you in the end of the sessions.